This is Retired Geek Woman Adventures with Rhiannon with Kynseed. We are playing the Big Build Update. I have a previous playlist on my channel of Kynseed when it was released, 1.0 version, and the developers went in and revamped a whole lot of stuff. And they've said for months now that restarting was an option. You didn't have to restart. So my original thought was that I would play it by myself and catch myself up to where I was in my previous play and then go from there. It is so different that I felt like I was going to do like a catch-up montage type thing, but I think that it is so different that it needs a new start. So we are going to start a new game together. And the opening is similar, so if you've seen it before, I'll put chapter markings in so you can skip it. But it's different enough, I think, that you're going to enjoy this. We're going to start a new game, and your options here, it's kind of hard to tell, but basically this is a male and this is a female. And they're really hard to tell. Oh, yeah, I guess you can change the different heads. I wasn't sure about that. Can you turn around? Yeah, and I haven't played this a whole lot. Ah! Okay, so I don't want to... it's going to be gray hair, obviously. I just can't play anything but gray hair. This kind of looks like long hair with a headband. I've always played this because it's a bun, and I wear my hair in a bun in the summer. I don't know. So we're going to pick one. I think we'll pick that. I have never played that before. And skin tone, let's see, we got all kinds of choices here. And that's all the choices you get. Oops, what happened here? Oh, okay, I thought she was turning. Oh, I see. It changes, like you don't have to click it to make it change. Okay, I was losing my mind for just a tiny moment. So that's the choices you get. You get to choose the head style, and you get to choose the hair color, and choose a skin, and then male or female. Then we do next. So we're going to go ahead and play our Rhiannon, which is what if I can name a character in a game, that's what I play. So this one I really debated because Rhiannon is just the initial character, and then eventually you're able to, you pass away, and then you can pass on your legacy to your heir that you choose. So we're going to start with Rhiannon and listen to this opening sequence.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many kids, she didn't know what to do. Then one day a man, without wife or child, came to the house with manna so mild. The man looked at the children, each a fair twin. "I am your uncle," he exclaimed with a grin. He took them away to live in the vale, in the land of Quill, the place of our tale. Then they slept, safe, warm and dry, under the watchful stars in the sky.
So this whole thing is a prologue, and it basically teaches you how to play the game. So that's the opening sequence. Apparently me and my sibling are orphans, and someone that says he's our uncle comes and takes us home to his farm in the land of Quill, in the Vale in Quill. So we'll learn more about that as we go along. But we start off laying here on this wonderful dock, daydreaming, and somebody named Pott says, "Wake up." Again, this is the tutorial showing you how to move around. And, same controls. So it's kind of are we in a dream, or, we're not sure what's going on just yet. Hello, dreaming one. Name is Pott. Let's have some fun. I was given a special task. Some intriguing questions must be asked. Step through the door with a brave face. Enter the very special place. I will meet your and give some choices, so listen to your inner voices. Go now, child, and don't be glum. Visit the woods of what's to come. Then when you're awake and we must part, the truth be known inside your heart. And so you can tell this is the woods of what's to come. Now let's start with this edition. Tell me, child, your life's ambition. Run a business, raise a family, adventure, follow fate. So, as you can see, picking each one of these gives you an extra bump in your different stats. And I don't know, I found that it just depends. You know, if you're gonna like the combat part, which is real minor in the game or can be major if you choose it to be, choose toughness, fate, stamina. I'm not sure what that has to do with. Run a business gives you bartering skills. We'll talk more about that later, but in this case, I want to raise a family, so we're going to raise the virility by 2. I'll explain that more later when we get to that part of the game. Family, huh? I wouldn't know. How would you like to see them grow? Okay, so, you know, it gives them titles to study hard, intelligence, to have fun, speed, to earn their keep, toughness, to spread the joy, charm. And I have found, I've been playing around with this a little bit. I don't really know what all this affects in the long term, but I have found that charm has really helped in getting to know people. So spread the joy. We're going to go charm. I'm going to charm people. A legacy you hope to grow, but remembered for, I must know. Okay, so in this, you do get a special pendant that comes in later, and I'm not sure how it plays into it. It just says the deeds I did, the things I created, my skills, or my generosity. So, again, I've never had anyone, I've never looked into it. Let me say that in a better way. I've never looked into it to figure out what is the best for what my play style is. But I'm going to go with Ruby Pendant for generosity, and it has to do with giving gifts to people, which, again, there's so much we'll talk about later. Questions done now. Very good. I can see why Fairweather likes your blood. He gives this gift, so hold it tight and wait for his call one misty night. Okay, so now we are where we started before, but it doesn't look like a dream. There's no fog or anything like that. So here we're dreaming here, and a gift comes and knocks us in the head. Open up. There's a glass lens, a mysterious gift that will one day take you places. Okay. Sibling says, there you are. Oh, there's my sibling, my twin. Come on over here. So obviously we need to, so this is the tutorial, and these things will fill in. So the hair looks okay. I don't know if I can change it. But let's go see what our sibling has to say. Come talk to me. Press E or left click and talk. Sibling says, hello, lazy bones. I've been looking all over for you. Dreaming by the stream, eh? You were calling out my name, which is how I found you. Am just glad you think of me. This is where we can give our sibling a name, and from here on out, because the previous, I shouldn't do too much of the previous playthrough. We named them much later, but we're going to give our sibling a name, and that's how they'll be known from now on. And Stalling because I don't know what I want to call my sibling. And we're twins. How about Ryan? Rhiannon and Ryan? That kind of sounds right. There. And immediately it changes. Weird dreams, huh? You should hear the one I had last night. But not now. We're supposed to be doing our chores, remember? And don't pretend you lost your journal, lazy bones, because I have it right here. You open the journal with the C or click the flashing icon at the bottom left. Journal. So I hit the C. You can also click it. So we already have some chores. Pick a dandelion and feed the pig. That's our chores. We will get into all of this later. For now, we got these two things that we're supposed to do. It tells us dandelions are the clocks of Quill. Find these fluffy fellows all over the land and pick one. You'll notice a clock appear. Simply look at the largest seed to see where it points. Nobody knows how that actually works, but shh. And feed the pig. Our porcupine friends love nothing better than food, except mud. Food and mud. And sleeping. Food, mud, and sleeping. And being ridden around. Okay, they like a lot of things, but they won't like you unless you feed them. Throw something into their pen or interact and choose the feed option. So apparently there's a pig, and apparently we need to find a dandelion. So you noticed the job I added, huh? Well, it is your turn. It's right there in the calendar. I check mine every day to make sure I don't forget things. And maybe, when you have time, you can work on that map you're always going on about. I thought you might like it with you. Open the map with M or clicking the flashing icon on the bottom left. This is our map. So far, it's just a map of the farm. Unlock the map of Little Farm. I almost forgot. Uncle Bill got us a satchel, satchel each, so we can carry anything we need. They're a bit old and musty, but they're ours. We never had anything like that back at the shoe. I put a little treat in yours. See if you can find it. Open the inventory with the eye, or click the flashing icon on the bottom left. Here we are. A treat, huh? Ah. A candy hair. Sugar treat that may contain an actual hair. Oh, gross. So these are categories: food, fish, herbs, cooked food, miscellaneous. So that's the treat that our sibling got us. We'll talk more about these other icons later. Anyway, I think that's it. Maybe once you've finished your chores, you can start exploring. Can't wait to have adventures myself. I mean, isn't this place amazing? I still can't believe we're here. I always daydreamed some relative would show up one day and take us away from the shoe, but I never thought someone like Uncle Bill could really exist. Oh, that's right. He wanted to talk to you about something. You better pop over to the house and see what it is. Think you have some mail. Okay, and we saw that I got a new task. We can hit C to see our new task. So now we've got two more things. Find the map stones in this region. We'll talk about those. And meet Uncle Bill. Go and talk to your uncle on the farm. So these are our tasks. Okay, what else do you have to say? It was nice of Uncle Bill to leave little signs around to help us. You should try reading them by interacting or left trigger, left control. I know you can read. So when you talk to someone, like that was an extra, like they had finished the things that they were going to say, we clicked them and they had something else to say. You can say, how are you? I was looking at the data array in your hair. They are such amazing creatures. They can guide you to where you need to go. What's happening? Am going to toil in the soil. Need to keep our crop squares tip-top. You can also give them a gift. We don't have anything yet, but we are going to say goodbye. And Brian says goodbye. And you will notice there's this flashing yellow thing here. This is called a proverb. We find them all over the world, and we are sent them in the mail in all kinds of ways. And it tells us about something about a specific item, in this case a blueberry. A berry blue and berry hasty in the lush vale where life ain't hasty. So these proverbs, I'm not going to read them all the time when I find them, because we can go back and look at them later. So this is the farm. Kind of looking around here. I didn't see, did I run past a dandelion? I didn't see one. Uncle Bill gotta be here. Oh, mail! Check it out. Let's go talk to Uncle Bill first. Ah, Rhiannon, there you are. Settling in okay? I hope you don't find the chores a bother. I'm not as young as I used to be, so I can't do everything myself. Summertide is coming up soon, so we will have to prepare for the festivities. You can check all your progress on the progress screen. Why don't you have a peek now? Press K to access the progress screen. Later, you can also access it via the tree icon at the bottom left of the screen. It's making me do it now. Okay. This is our progress screen, and there's all kinds of things. Right now, this is locked, combat, renown, skills, shops, relationships, items. This is the proverb that we just read. So we can click on it and it opens that proverb up. So let's say if we're looking for a blueberry, we don't know where it is, then we can come to this list and it gives you hints and star ratings, meaning the quality and things like that. So that's the only one we have so far. And that's our items. And then there's relationships. Right now we know two people, Uncle Bill and Ryan. And it shows the level. And you want to be all the way to the right. So this is a little, I really don't like these. You know, I think like it's half empty, but actually we got 3 full hearts with Ryan. We have 2 hearts with Uncle Bill. The left side is negative hearts, and we don't want to go there. Let's see, what else we got? We got challenges. These are all the things that we're going to get benefits for, and we'll get into more about these later. So you get all kind, and you really can make some good money doing these challenges. And we've got story. So this kind of helps you kind of look at your story and what happened, and it's interesting. Got lots to do there. Events. There's no events right now. Those are like, we'll talk about when we get there. Achievements. And these are achievements. We get more and more as we go along. Customization, we'll get to that later. So, all right, that's all for now. That's a lot to take in, I know. Just remember, you never have to rush. Take life as you will. Time may catch up with all of us, but it is a very slow walker. So don't distress and live your life to the fullest. Your Aunt Rose used to tell me that every day. Now be off with you, and if you get stuck, there's hints and tips on the pause menu and a help button at the top left of many screens. Here's the pause button. That's the escape key. Hints and tips, what he was talking about. We're going to resume. And it's like right here. Looks like a little mailbox. And intro to mail. Let's read that. Welcome to your mailbox. Here you will find any letters sent to you from the various folk of the world. If they like you a lot, they may even send you gifts. Keep an eye on the mailbox, as you may get invites to exciting events and important notices about the story and the world. You can access your mail from the bird mailboxes scattered around the world. Just look for the delivery pigeon. You may also use any NPC's mailbox to gift them items rather than to try and find them. Very handy. We also have a letter from Twig. Dear pal, my name is Twig and I'm inviting you for a visit. I got told we would make great friends. I live in the nook just north of your farm, just across the river. My hut is to the right. My hut is right at the top of the nook. You cannot miss it. I look forward to seeing you soon so we can do some fishing. I can sort you out with a rod. I've got a dependable spare around here, somewhere around here. Your pal, Twig. So, okay, that was interesting. Now you see that I walk up to it, I guess to click it, but it didn't look like there's anything there. Now let's look at our tasks. So we need to feed the pig, pick a dandelion, unlock the map of Willow Farm, and meet Twig. So we're going to save Twig for later. And we're going to go do a couple of these things. Now look at these little fairies. They're kind of showing us places that we can visit, things that we can do. It says, hey, look over here. Oh, a dandelion. Look right there. All right, picking a dandelion will make a clock appear at the top right screen. The largest seed points to the current hour, i.e. it points straight down at 6 o'clock. A dandelion clock lasts 12 hours, but you can pick more to replenish it. A better clock may be available later, but for now, nature can help you out. All right, that's gone from our tasks, as you can see. And we have a clock. You can look here. Do you see this one sticking out here on the right? That means it is 2 o'clock. What the heck? Our day is going away. Okay, and I'm sorry, what do we need to do? Feed the pig, unlock the map. Oh, interesting up there. And I'm wandering around looking. So the farm is a lot bigger than it used to be. So, and there's lots of things that we can do. Oh, look here. All right. This is a map stone. Uncover all the map stones in a level to magically acquire an image of the whole region. So we've got, pick up an extra dandelion here, tuck it in our little pocket. It told us how many more that we needed, and if you hit the map screen, it says I found 1 of 2 map stones. So, oh, I'm sorry, let me show you that. So because I'm standing over here now, that's all I can see. We had started over here on the right. So we need to continue to look around for that other map stone. Now, I can't really see, and we can't go anywhere yet, so it's okay. Oh, here we go. Look over here. There's a book. Clear as Folk by Burl Olafs. The Barrel of Laughs. Oh my gosh. There is so much funny, witty stuff in this game. So what I'm going to be doing is there's so many books that you can read, and some of them have useful information. Others are just funny quips and stories and things like that. Due to time, I'm not going to read every single thing, but I will read things that matter. So here in the beginning, I'll be reading a little more than others. If you want to live a full life avoiding the pitfalls others have fallen into in the past, you ought to listen to the wisdom of the honest folk. So this is kind of just giving you hints and tips about the world. And be sure to collect each saying in your journal so you can refer back to it. Like I said, all these things that you gather are going to be accessible later. So, ooh, look at that over there. We want that. Those are called proverbs. And we're going to eventually find all the proverbs. See, I didn't see a map stone where we were over there to the right. So let's kind of look up here. No, I don't remember where it is. Oh, it's trying to get us to go inside the house. Oh, here's another proverb. Yay. River trout. I'm not going to read them all because we'll look at them later. The Pig Writer's Guide to the Galaxy by Bugless Adam. Gosh. This is talking about the goddesses, which we'll learn more about later. So again, we can refer back to that book later if we're like, hey, there's something about the goddesses I thought I read or something. There's another proverb about river trout. Where is that other map stone? So what I usually do is like, okay, I know there's a map stone here. So the other one will probably be around here or anywhere else but where I'm currently standing. So I'm just going to have to make another round. Here's another book. Trader by Percy Nalati. Traits, okay. It's talking about traits. When you see people... Oh, I already got that one. Okay, so now we're going to have to just kind of wander around and look for the other map stone. It is here somewhere. This is such a relaxing game to play. Like I said, there is combat. Oh, there, it's right there. Let's go find that. There is combat, but it's minimal. Let's get this one first. Honey. Okay, and here's what happens if you find all the map stones in an area. You see that? Mapped region. Now that we pull it up, we can see the entire region that we're currently at. I think it's also called, I think it's called locations. So it's Quill, and then there's Havens, which this is the Vale area that we're going to be playing with at first. And then there's locations within the Vale, and the farm is one of the locations. So you can see we can't really tell these other areas because we're not allowed off the farm yet. That's okay. We need to feed the pig and mead twig. What time is it? Oh, we're doing okay. Let's see. What can we feed the pig? How about, let's get an apple. Each time you get an apple for the first time, it will give you a little thing, like an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Hey, pig. We're going to feed truffles. Feeding your animals adds to their fullness and improves their mood. If animals are in a bad mood, they might stubbornly refuse to do things such as follow, or in case of pigs, allow you to ride them. Pigs will not die from lack of feeding, but their mood will decrease when hungry. Look at what they like, defined by the green circles around an item, to boost their mood even more. Alright, so when that's the first time you'll see that. So you can see their fullness. He's hungry. His mood is not good. These are the things he likes. Apple bread, hodgepodge stodge, a awfully quick bake. We don't have any of that, so we're going to give truffles to apple. All right, that made him happier. These are traits that happen because of the apple. And now the last thing on our list is go meet Twig. So we've got time. We're going to run up and go meet Twig, which it said that Twig was up here on the north end. Just across the river, I think it said. Okay, now we are in a new area. You see this? This is a new location within the Vale. We're going to go up here. See if we can... There we are. This only had one map stone. And this is the entire area of this Dreamer's Nook, which is where Twig is located. So we're going to wander up here and talk to Twig. Oh, before we do that, let's catch that proverb. I don't like to miss proverbs. Can I... Hello. If I see him, I grab him because I'll forget about it. So again, that's moonfish. Yeah, we got to get going here. It's 7 o'clock. Let's meet Twig, though. That'll get everything off of our list for the day. Right angle. Okay. Hello, hello. You got me a letter. Name's Twig, but you can call me Twig. Not sure why I got that name. Probably because I look like a stick. Had a little help writing the letter, of course. My dream pal. He could do marvelous things. Wouldn't have made it to the master fisherman without his help. You obviously don't know what I'm talking about, right? Mr. Fairweather. He's got big plans for you. That's why you and me have got to stick together. I'm going to gift you one of my old fishing rods to get you going. I've had this for years, so look after it, you hear? Now show me you can catch a come-as-muck pond lurker. Wouldn't have no trouble finding that one. Try the pond you just passed down there, then bring the fish back to me. And I'll teach you your first skill. Cool. Got a fishing rod? Cool. Click the fishing rod. Let's come down here to this little pond. And right-click to cast. Catch a fish. First press F to ripple and attract nearby fish. Be careful rippling too much. Rippling too much will scare them off. When you see a fish bite, hold the, I guess that's spacebar or the right mouse button to reel it in. No fish biting, reel in and find a better spot. Okay, let's see. Come on. Guys, I don't have much time today. Find a better spot. Got one. On lurker. Drawn to scale. I don't know what that means. Alright, so we go back up, talk to Twig. All right. So what we're doing is we're unlocking these special skills. With this skill, you aren't limited to catching fish on your line. To hook a proverb, for instance. Try hook a proverb, for instance. Visit twig to acquire. He needs a pond. I put my mouse here. It says I need a pond lurker. See that? So I click it. I give him a pond lurker. Gives us a little square. We click it. Kind of loud. Sorry. You have that look about you that reminds me of barbels. They are very determined fish that are really annoying to find and catch. You need the proverbs to know their location and when they like to come out. You got to get that timing right on your ripple too. I used to suck eggs at it. Once you get the hang of rippling and learn some of my skills, then you will get to the point where you can just toss your line in the water and watch the fish fight to grab it. Cool. Here's our next things to work on. So this one here, it says attract fish from further away when rippling your fishing line. Visit twig to acquire. And it needs weed skimmers and river trouts. This one, catch fish more easily when landing the hook directly on them. This one wants silver scales, pike, and coin tails. Again, it tells you how many. I need 2-star of each of those. And as we find those fish, then we will come back to twig and get those skills. So you can raise levels and skills. So my fishing level will go up and my skills will go up as I do more tasks and bring in more fish and things like that. So let's get on home. Put the fishing rod away and check our tasks. We've completed every task that we were given today. So maybe we have a little time to go into the house and see the little fairy guys are saying, hey, come look here. So this is the farmhouse. They're saying, hey, come over here. This is the stove where you could cook things. We don't have any ingredients for that yet. This is a lauder. You'll get to use that when you're older. And you can see there's not a whole lot to it. You can't use this yet. When you get older, all these things will make much more sense. There's the bedrooms. Little fire. I think Uncle Bill sleeps here. Us twins sleep over here. Oop. And so there's really not much more that we can do now. We can go... Oh, he wants to show us the farming area. This is our little plot area. So let's go maybe pick up some of these vegetables while we're here. Yeah. And go ahead and get these. See, the first time I pick one, it told us something. After that, it's kind of not there anymore. Okay, we have to come up here and we have to go to bed. I think we'll see that our sibling should be coming to bed. It is 10 o'clock. And during this prologue part where you are still a child, you have to be in bed by 11. And if you don't, you'll just drop asleep somewhere, wherever you are, and wake up in your bed. There's no penalty for that, as far as I can tell. You just fall asleep wherever you are. So I'm kind of just standing here. I'm hoping the sibling will come and you can see that we both sleep in the same room. I should say, Ryan. You can name your own sibling anything you want, so it's kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm afraid that it's going to make me drop. Okay. You have to set your wake-up time. Now, if I set anything, it's going to say, children must sleep from 11 to 6. You will awaken at 6 a.m. So if you don't get in bed by 11, you drop asleep wherever you are. And it auto-saves your game. Oh, something's happening here. Ooh. Uh-oh. Is this a dream? Not sure. Not sure I like it. And I'm having to move my character until... Oh, all the way to here. Look at this thing. I'm trapped in the weeds. Oh my. Do you hear the shadows, my child, or do you feel them calling you? You should hold them close and listen. The Kynseed has chosen you for greatness. We'll speak again as summertime fades and your closed eyes will be open. Now wake up. A little bit loud. I earned 2 brass from tasks. So you earn a little bit of money. You can see I have 2 brass now. And it gave me some new tasks. Let's also go talk to our sibling. Ah, you are up. Off to the village, I hear. Don't get lost. Oh yes, before I forget. Did you use bubble help yet? It lets you see certain interactive objects on screen. Try it now by pressing F3 and then E or click on the bubble to get more information. Easy. Go on, give it a go. Press F3 and then highlight and select one of the bubbles with the E or clicking on one. When I click F3, it says bed, stove, larder. Click on the stove. The stove is where you can cook and bake various recipes. Cooked foods has stronger trait effects than raw food and longer duration based on star rating. Cooked food also has a higher value. So you can click on each of those if you want to learn about it. I'm going to hit the F3, or is it escape? There, I just clicked in the middle of the screen, got rid of it. Okay, what else do you have to say, sibling? Another busy day. You are going to the village and I'm stuck here on the farm doing chores. Be careful out there and don't go wandering too far. We children need to be in bed by 11. Adults are so lucky. Goodbye. Uncle Bill. Good morning. It sounded like you had interesting dreams from all your murmuring. Lots to do today with extra mouths to feed. We should clear some of those weeds out. My old sickle has rusted up, so we need a new one. Can you buy one from the blacksmith in Candlewich Village? Just head out of the west or south gates. Take this pie I made and sell it to Ichabod in the goods store. He has a special selling unit where you can sell goods. You can buy a sickle from Jeffrey at the smithy with the money, then come back and chop down the weeds next to the house and recover my old watering can. As a reward, well, you should wait and see. Wink. Plot twist. Be careful how you go, and if you get lost, read the signs. Or if you're lucky, find a thater way. Blueberry pie. So he gives us a blueberry pie to trade for money. Awesome. Let's look at our tasks. Pick a dandelion, willow down farm cleanup. Sometimes tasks will have like more than one thing. So raise 9 gold for a 10 sickle. Sell items at the selling unit in the top left of the village goods store to raise money in the goods store of Candlewich Village. You can also use lemonade stand at Vegetable Green to raise money. Okay, wait, everybody's got something to say. All right, Ryan, you heard Uncle Bill. You were the lucky one to get to go out of the farm. Don't forget that sickle. I'm not going to forget. Uncle Bill. And he coughs. Off to the village then. Be friendly to folk and you are able to go far. Might be worth buttering them up so they tell you things that may be useful. Knowledge is power. They also say swallowing a frog causes sore throat, so don't trust every expression. Maybe I should have picked a smaller frog. Anyway, good luck. Thank you. Okay. So let's go really quickly and grab because we don't have it. Thank you. We don't have much. And we need a little bit. We can sell things for money. We can sell that pie. I don't know what it will sell for. But we are going to have an adventure today. So again, raise 9. Is it copper? It's brass. I was trying to think what the denomination was. I think it's brass. We need to grab a dandelion if we see one. Oh, you are so lucky. A thater way has found you. They are little fairies that can guide the way. Let's look at your journal. On the task tab, highlight the task Willow Down Farm Cleanup and press Set Thater Way. So we select that and we click on Set Thater Way. Great, now press F1 and it will lead you to your destination. It's very handy. That arrays will take you to most destinations for tasks and even the mailboxes of people you need to find. Follow it to Ichabod's store. Okay. I hit F1. Now look at this. It's saying go this way. When you get to this point, you hit the F1 again, and it will tell me to go that way. First things first. Who's this? A wanderer. Oh, yeah. I don't want to talk to them right now. Right now, we want to get our tasks done. Again, as children, you're limited. When you become adults, you don't have to sleep at all. I like to, and I'll explain it when I get to that. But, oh, who's this? Well, hello, neighbor. Nice to meet you. I'm Ned. Ned Scrumpy. I live on the farm just south of yours. Heard there was a new set of twins around. I have a twin, too. Isn't that funny? I was hoping you or yours would pop down by the village and say hi. Making friends is very important, don't you agree? You can get all sorts of benefits from pals, picking their berries, sharing some of their crops, getting information that will help you in life, and so on. And sorry about my noises here. The best way to find friends are to gift them once daily and do favors for them. You'll gain friendship points, FP, which will increase your friendship level. Once you get someone up to love level, then you can even marry them. I don't think marriage is for me, but maybe when I'm 18 and an adult, I will desire to have a family who can help me run my business empire. Tell you what, Rhiannon, you should practice on my miserable family in Testy Acres. See if you are up for the challenge of making my dad happy. To help you on your way, I will tell you that he likes apples, hikes, and candy hairs, but don't tell him I told you. Be seeing you around. So we have a new task, which is to befriend Wurzel Scrumpy. So it tells you, this is kind of teaching you how to make friends with people and why to make friends with people. So anybody with a star above their head, you haven't met them yet. So you can click on that and click introduce. Oh, you're one of the Willowdown twins, ain't you? Shame you're not old enough to patronize my tavern. We don't serve minors, but we do serve minors. Anywho, my daughter Melanie runs the place now. I got a much better head for business than I ever did. So eventually we're going to run around and meet everyone in town. Browse status to see info about yourself and the villagers you encounter. Open your status info with the L or clicking the flashing icon on the bottom left. So this tells you the people that you've met and the information about them. For instance, I'm 13 years old and here are my stats. Okay, Ryan is 13 years old and Ryan likes hair, candy hair, apple pie, honey. He dislikes blueberry jam, blueberries, and candy squirrel. His birthday is the same as mine, first day of spring, and here's Uncle Bill's information. We don't know what he likes or doesn't like. So keep in mind that you can give people gifts they don't like, and that's a bad thing. This is the entire Vale, and these are all of the people in the Vale. We've only met Uncle Bill, Ryan, and Toby Jug at this point. Eventually, we will meet everybody in the Vale. Here's other areas, unknown, 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 and we will find out what that all is. Here's a sign. Let's check it out. North Gate, pointing that way. Okay, so let's go back to our task, which is Willowdown. Sell the item in the general store. So let's find the general store. This is not the general store. This, oh, here's a board up here. We'll get into this later. There's a guy that sells stuff, but that's not what we need. We can't sell stuff here in these general stores. You can click it and we can sell some of these items. So I will get more later. Let's go ahead and sell this. The store has 25 brass and I have 2 strawberries. They're worth 5 each. I'm going to sell 2. And then let's go ahead and do the blueberries. They are worth 5 each. I have 2. So now the store had only 25. Now it's going to have only 5. So if I tried to sell more, you see they only have 5. And I don't want to sell those apples. I'm going to hang on to them. But I have 22 brass. So that's pretty cool. So the guy that runs the general store is coming up here real quick. I shouldn't say real quick. He's coming up here. Takes him a little while. The store is not open. I think it opened at 9. Yes, he just opened the store. There we go. This is the general store. So it sells all kinds of things. It sells a dog and this rose. You can buy things if you want by clicking items that you see. I don't want to sell anything. I want to... Hello. Hi, Inkabod. Greetings, I'm Inkabod, merchant and seller of goods. I came to Vale from far away and cornered a hole in the market. Once I filled the hole, I built a market stall and eventually worked my way to where I am now, which is here. Awesome. Goodbye. See you later. Okay, our task was to raise 9 for the sickle, and since we've done that, now we need to buy a 10 sickle. Buy the sickle from the blacksmith in Candlewich Village. So we're kind of skipping these people. We're gonna come back to them, but I want to get our chores done that we need to do today. So this is the blacksmith. Hello. Introduce. Hello there. Well, you're one of those whippersnappers old Bill took in. Done a lot of business with Willow Farm over the years. We have sickles, spades, more spades, and various other irony things. If Jeremy can forge it, I can flog it. Awesome. Goodbye. So now I'm going to click them again and do buy. And we can buy a 10 sickle for 9 brass. Now, one thing I don't like is that if you click it, you bought it. It's like there's no like, are you sure kind of thing. Used by serial killers? Oh my gosh. That's awful. Okay, where's my task? Clear the weeds on the farm. So I'm going to go back and do that. Head on back. So right now I'm just in, and also let's look at our task. Do you see we have one up here? Let me show you something. See this here? It says clear weeds on the farm. The reason why that's up there is it's up here and it's been pinned. I unpinned it, so now it's gone. But in this case, let's go ahead and pin it so that we can keep it up there to keep reminded, what are we doing next? We need to clear the weeds on the farm. Okay, let's go do that. And we'll pick up another dandelion. Collected 5. And you could replenish it, meaning it would fill up your clock again. Or in this case, I'm storing them so that if I run out, because I always want to know what time it is. It's kind of important for lots of things. There's events that happen at a certain time, or there's lots of reasons. So anyway, where did he say to do this? These are the ones in the little walled plot next to the house. Oh, he's looking for the watering can. Okay. There's a watering can that got blocked by weeds. Poor Uncle Bill. He's been by himself for a while since his wife Rose passed. So we're going to go help out here. So we have to select the sickle. I still have that pie. I kind of made a mistake there, but that's okay. Ooh, why am I here? Where are you sending me? Oh, he was just showing me, where are you going? Like, I want to get rid of that thing. I think I did. Okay, now let's go back and get the weeds. Let's get this apple while we're here. Oh, it turned into a gassy apple. Interesting. Sometimes you get gassy apples. Okay. Now we're gonna clear the weeds. We'll do a thorough job. And I just increased my sickle to level 2. Enjoy the 2% chance of gaining seeds from a harvest. Awesome. Nicely cut, Rhiannon. Now for that reward. You see that customization table in the house? Interact with it and it will show you all the customizable areas on the farm, including the farmhouse itself. I'm giving you the plot to the left of the house as your own. Select that plot and you will enter edit mode. You can move stuff around and even remove items completely. Just follow the on-screen controls. If you get stuck, then help is available on the top left. Look through the catalog to browse unlocked items. More items can be unlocked from challenges, given as gift and rewards, or just bought from traders. You can also access customization from the map button when you are on the farm. Have fun with your little garden. You'll have loads more space to play with one day soon. Okay. Watering can, basically a shower for plants and flowers. Okay. Let's go ahead and basil. Grab that basil. Star rating. So what that is we learned, let's go ahead and find that information. So items have star ratings, and there are certain ways to get, like there are up to 5 stars available for apples, but I just found a better apple, and so it gave me a star rating condition. And what it is, if I hold it still, afternoon. So you get higher rated apples in the afternoon than you do in the morning. So if I had a proverb for it, then I could view it, but I don't. So I'm learning star rating as I'm coming across them. Here's gassy apples. I have only 1 star. The next time I find a 2 star, I'll have star rating conditions that will tell me how to get higher rated ones. Okay? So look at all of this. Let's go ahead and grab that pear. Okay. I hope you're feeling good today. Working. Okay, so customization table. So let's go to the customization. Is this it? Yes. That was a customization table, and it says that I can customize this area. So this is the area that Uncle Bill has given us that we can customize. Let's look at the catalog. We can have different types of flooring. You can have flowers and put all kinds of stuff. You can have different fences. You can have decoration. Let me look at this. This is flooring, walls. I'm sorry, not fences, walls, decorations. And it gives you a description of what it is. So you can decorate your area here. Let's keep going down the list. A barrel and a crate. These are all decorations for your farm. You can really customize the way it looks, which is kind of cool. Now we've got utility, a wooden street lamp, a signpost, or you can construct some things. So let's see. These are all just decorative areas. And they don't, this costs 1, these are free. Okay. So this is going to be the area that Uncle Bill, let's get out of the editor. That Uncle Bill said that we can customize ourselves. He's giving it to us to customize, and he said eventually we will have more areas. So if you come out here, we can look at this area a little bit closer. It's not this area right here, it's this area right here. So we can add all kinds of things here. We could plant stuff. There's all kinds of things that we can do. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup on my inventory. Give me just a second. So basically what I did is it was filling up my hotbar, the items that I was picking up, and I wanted to have my equipment so I could easily access it. Right now we really don't have much, but we do have equipment, we have tools. Here's some items. We haven't done any fishing yet. We have picked a couple of basil, that's good. This is that cooked food that we had that we could have sold. So maybe we'll have to get that sold to get some more money. And here's our gift from our sibling. Then we've got seeds, flowers, gifts, apothecary, monster parts, and miscellaneous. Tools. So we got tools, container, I'm sorry, they call this equipment. So tools, containers, weapons, arcane we'll learn about, and miscellaneous. Collections. So we got that lens that we got. We don't know what that is yet. It's called key items. Insects. These are collections. Recipes. So apparently we know how to make blueberry jam and strawberry jam. But we don't have the stuff to do it just yet. Befriend Wurzel Scrumpy. What time is it? Oh, we got time. Let's go down and visit the Scrumpy family. And they are grumpy, as we will see. Star rating for strawberry discovered. So I got a better strawberry and a 2-star strawberry, and it gave me a rating condition so I can find out why I can get higher 2-star strawberries if I'm looking for them. Oh, there's a book right here. Let's read it. Maps, Making Maps No Mystery by Christopher Colombo. It's talking about the maps that we'll learn more about later. Did we click on this yet? We did not. Anytime you see one of these, this is a goddess statue and it doesn't have a white thing there, click on it. Goddess statue. You can fast travel between goddess statues you have discovered for the cost of 1 apple. Visit on Goddess Day, days 7 and 14, to make an offering to gain a blessing. And this, I don't want to travel, I just wanted to click on it, because now you can see this goddess statue has a white nose, for lack of a better word. As you come across them in your travels, click on them so that you can travel between those goddess statues. There's a map stone. We just found one. I'll try to take a quick look for the other one. I don't know where it is. I do want to run down to see the Scrumpies. Again, I do see things I need to click on and go to, but you're really limited on your time. But we want to visit... Oh, here we are. Who's that? Introduce. Wurzel Scrumpy. Did you remember I said that you don't want these hearts full? The ones on the left are negative, so he's on the negative side. This is neutral in the middle, and these are positives. We don't much like strangers around Testy Acres, so stay away. Only Scrumpies are welcome, and even then... You got half a stink eye. I got half a stink eye on him. So we're going to click on gift. You remember his son said he told us what he likes? Look at this. If you click on item info, it says candy hair, apples, and pikes. Those are things that he likes. So we have an apple. We're going to give him one. So those are all the things that affected that 52 friendship points, which is pretty high. That charm attribute that I chose, that's part of it. And it's one reason why I chose it, because it would give me extra friendship points. So the very first time that you give someone a gift and they like it, you get extra friendship points. So I got friendship points for that, for being a first time liked gift, being a charm. I think there was another one. It flashes by so quickly. So let's see what he has to say. You might have some good taste after all. Thanks. Here's a secret for you. I heard Edna Teapot likes strawberry jam. So when you give a gift, someone's going to give you a tip. And you will notice that instead of having a negative attribute, he is now neutral. So hopefully we'll get that rating go up and make friends, because that's how we make friends. That's what we've been asked to do. Goodbye. Edna Teapot likes strawberry jam. So he told us something, and he gave us some information, so we need to remember that when we go meet her. So we're still got to continue to gift Wurzel Scrumpy to get that friendship up. So it's just telling you, basically this is a how-to. So we know what he likes. What about this guy? Dad doesn't like me talking with people, but it is far more advantageous to have allies than enemies. So we have no idea what he likes or dislikes. None. And you could do some serious damage giving somebody a hated gift. So let's take a chance. Whoa. Did you see all that? Okay. So we gave him something that he likes, and it was a first-time gift, and our charm attribute helped with that. And so look at that, 59 friendship points. So we went from a purple neutral, we got the red neutral, and an extra heart out of that deal. That was a good thing. You always bring a smile to my face, especially with gifts like this. Fresh basil basking in the rain, beautiful. This is a rating tip for basil. So when it's raining, that's when we'd want to pick it. So awesome. Have a good one. Ned Scrumpy likes pears. So let's look at Ned Scrumpy. There he is. So now when I click on him, it tells me he likes pears. So awesome. We know something he likes. So he likes 2 other things and he dislikes 3 other things. So keep that in mind. We also need to work on Uncle Bill, make friends with him. So, oh, you still got an exclamation mark. What? I had a feeling we might get on well. I despair of my family. Father has ambitions, but no follow-through. Mother has no ambitions and no follow-through. Jed just follows through. It's a twin. I want to get out of there into the world and earn my keep properly. Oh. Oh. This is his vision. Next customer, please. I'd like one of your incredible golden shovels. How may I help you this day? I want to buy all the goods. I see what seems to be the problem today. I have a boil on my... Those are the... Oh, maybe not an apothecary. He was basically showing the 3 different shops that you can own. Which blacksmith, apothecary, and a goods store, and he was just kind of explaining that. Introduce myself. Hey, another kid to play with. Here, pull my finger. Come on. Pull it. Okay, Jed. Okay. A gift? Nice to know I'm respected. And we don't have any idea what he likes or dislikes. Let's try a pair like we did his brother. Gift 10. Personal delivery. Star rating. Charm. So, star rating matters. Personal delivery, you get a little bump in the friendship points for delivering it yourself as opposed to putting it in the mailbox. Mailboxes are great. They can help make friends faster. But sometimes you don't have time and you just want to run around and give gifts to everybody. So, okay. Is that all you could scrounge up? I've seen better produce in a compost heap. Well, isn't he a joy? Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. Our little fairies are telling us to come down here. Look at this. Oh, this family has a lot of goodies on their farm. Where are you sending us? I don't know where you're going. I'm not going down there right now. Okay, also, look at that. We can hit weeds. It doesn't do anything in the present moment. That comes into play later. Now, we cannot take other people's things because we don't have permission. Once you make better friends with someone, then you can start harvesting their crops and things. So that's another reason to become really good friends. One thing you can do, even though you're not friends of a household, is to find out if they have any books to read, like this one. Wolf Justice, A Guide to Dog Ownership, Part 1 by Kane Hines. I'm Kane Hines. Nice to meet you. End of introduction. Dog, what are they? They're four-legged animals. They are not people and not some sort of fruit or small vegetable. Dogs need boundaries, and I mean more than just a fence. Dog's an extension of your arm, blah, blah, blah. Tool. This is true. Dogs have a keen sense of smell, and that is because tiny fairies called he-men goblins live inside their blood tubes. Oh my gosh. It's a good thing to have a dog, and we'll get into that later because we don't have one right now. But what I was saying is anytime you can see a house like this, look around for proverbs and books because that's another way to get them. And where's our map? We obviously have not opened all this area up yet. There's 2 map stones in this area. Is it 4 o'clock? Let's look around for some dandelions. Oh, there's a book. And a lot of these we can read later if we need them. Oh, here's a map stone. It says 1 more to find. So this property has 2 map stones. And there's dandelion. Go grab that. Ah, check this out. This is called an heirloom chest. This family has one. Not all families do. When you become best friends with them, they will eventually give you a code where you can open that. So that's another good reason to make good friends. I don't know where the other map stone is. Let's take a look. Did we go over here and look closely? This thing was leading us out of the area. Looking for proverbs at night, replenish, can be easier to see because they sparkle. Just kind of a tip there. I am not seeing the other one. I know it's here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. I think that's going to lead us to out. Whenever the screen is not moving with you, that means that pathway will lead you off the screen, and I don't want to go off the screen. It's already 6 p.m. I really had hoped to be able to quickly find that other map stone. I'm not seeing it. And most of the time, like, it was over there, so you would think it would be right there somewhere. So sometimes they're hard to find. Sometimes they're really hard to find. Oh, here we go. All right. By the way, I find that so satisfying to hear that boom sound. All right, this is the entire area of the Testy Acres. And here's those wonderful trees. So they have a lot of crops and things that you can harvest and have for your own. Oh, there's a proverb. Let's grab it. So again, we're just kind of grab those proverbs. We'll look them up later. Oh, here we go. Here's some. Oh, we haven't met her yet. Hey, Daddy Scrumpy. Hello, Duck Egg. I wouldn't hang around our farm if I were you. Mr. Wurzels's got a thing about trespassers. He's also got a thing about trespassers-by, ramblers, hikers, visitors, and well-wishers. Other than that, he's a lovely bloke, honest. Oh my goodness. Let's give Betty Scrumpy something. We don't know what she likes either. So, give her a blueberry. Gift, personal delivery, charm. Awesome. 15 friendship points. Ah, more healthy stuff. It was just what I needed to remind me of how boring life can be. Thanks. You need to be fast to catch the prime weed skimmers. Okay, weed skimmer condition. Here is a home stone. This is the stone for the house. So in this case, this house is called Cider Rules House. These are the 4 people that live in it. So it won't always be the same because as you continue on in this game, people will pass away. They move. So it's kind of... Thank you. So finding the homestones is a good idea. It can tell you where you're at. It'll also tell you when you're able to access the stuff on their property. So it'll say item permission granted. Excuse me, just a minute. Let me clean up this. It'll let you know when you can access stuff on their property. So, how we doing here? It's 7 p.m. You know what we could do here? Let's do a little fishing. I will admit that fishing is one of my favorite activities in this game, which is really funny because I don't like fishing in most games. Come on. And I don't know why I like it so much in this game, but I really do. Come on. I know I'm not good at this. Guys, give me a break. Come on. But it does become one of my favorite pastimes. Right now they're just being obstinate. There's one. Oh, we found a pike. Hello, pike. Sometimes you can hit it right on them. In which case you get them immediately. Other times... Ah! We found a silver scale. Awesome. Why does it tell me... Why are you making me look here? I know this is planting area, but I have nothing to plant. I don't have any seeds. Okay, we're gonna put that away. I don't know what it was trying to tell me. Those are little fairies. This is the back part of the property, which I don't know if we had come up here yet. A cellar key. We can't open that yet. Oh, here's our homestone. Willowdown Farm. And this will change as whoever lives here changes. Okay, this is an outhouse. Don't ask. You're feeling sleepy. It's 9 o'clock. All right. So we've had a very adventuresome day today. So what we're going to do is I'm going to end this episode right there. I'm going to try to keep my episodes no more than an hour. We have a lot of this prologue left to go. This is such an adorable game. It's so relaxing. It's so much fun. And I'm glad to be able to share it with you. I discovered it, and it's been one of my funnest games I've played in a really long time. So thank you for following me along. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. About 50% of you have, and so the rest of you, get on it. So don't forget to give these thumbs up on the videos if you like them. If you give me a thumbs down, that's cool, but tell me why. Tell me what I could do that would change that thumbs down to a thumbs up. I really do want to know. And I do have a Discord server now, so check that out, link down below. And I have a Patreon account. This is my part-time job in my retirement. And you can see my patrons scrolling on the screen there as I'm talking. I want to thank them so much for the support. It means so much to me. I do appreciate you so much. Coming very soon, there's going to be a join button on my YouTube channel. It just depends on how many people are watching my videos. So watch them to the end for me, help me out so that I can get that join button and I can have memberships on the YouTube as well. And the most important thing, I want you to listen very closely. Have a wonderful rest of your day.